I would say the second act of a first draft. The second act is the scary part. It's where I don't really know. I'm sort of jumping from point A and I don't know what B is, and I'm hoping to land at C, so I know these two ends.
The hardest part of writing for me nowadays is finding time to write, because I've been so busy. So the hardest part is finding the time. And so when people tell me, oh, I want to write a book, or oh, I want to be a writer, but I don't have the time, trust me, I get it. But I have to fight for that time. So definitely, if there's something you want to do, go for it, fight for it. So for me right now, that's the hardest part.
I think the hardest thing for me is nailing down exactly what I want to write about. So I get really anxious when I don't have a definite project.
Every part of writing is the hardest for me. I think in particular, it's that interplay between getting feedback and having to create at the same time. I'm such a people pleaser that I know there was a period when I was writing Upside where I had like every blogger in mind and their particular preferences and kind of how they felt about love triangles and just different things. It was very, very hard to get that out of my head.
All of it, but mostly drafting. Drafting, because you're kind of building this world out of nothing. Revision is a lot easier because you have something there to kind of build upon. But yeah, building that foundation and drafting a story from scratch is the hardest part.
The middle. Beginnings are fun because it's very exciting to get started, and endings, you know, you've really built towards something, but that middle, when you're looking at like, hey, there's 50,000 words back there and there's 50,000 words that way, that's hard to get through.
Editing is always the most difficult because that's, you know, when you're drafting, anything goes, you know, but when you're editing the book, you're now reaching this place where it's just getting closer and closer and closer and closer to publication, and everything just has to be as perfect as can be. And that can be very stressful, but ultimately it just pushes me to work harder to make sure that I'm creating the story that I'm gonna be most proud of to see on shelves.
I'm a writer who strongly believes in momentum. As I'm writing, I need to feel like I'm going somewhere, I'm making strides in a direction. Which isn't to say that I'm never going to hit a wall or a dead end, but I need to feel like I'm being propelled forward. I guess that's probably how I feel about life in general. You're gonna have stumbles, you're gonna fall back, but the story needs to feel like it's moving towards something, even if it's not the thing that I thought it was headed toward.